Might not like it.
Oh my God.
I love you, dude.
This might be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
You know, we'll see how it go. But yeah, this is another round of Brews and Views. Art, Cliff, and Just back drinking and thinking. That's what we do. It's been a couple weeks, as always.
It has.
Yeah, it's been hot.
Very
Too hot.
Yeah, it's been real hot. You know, I don't like it. Back in the day, I probably would have been a house nigga. To be honest.
You're not light skinned enough.
Oh, come on, man.
No. You just wouldn't be way out in the field.
Oh.
You'd be closer to the house.
I can get water from the spigot coming from the house.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. But yeah. This is
oh boy.
Yeah. So Brews and Views. Right now, I'm drinking a Boulevard Brewery Dark Truth Imperial Stout. It's from Kansas City, Missouri. 9.7% alcohol. It's pretty good. Got like a chocolatey flavor to it.
Nice.
You know, I love the stouts. I like the artwork on here too. Got a little all seeing eye on there. You know, I'm all about that sort of thing.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm drinking now. Just, what you got there?
Well, in the cup I got Christian Brothers and Crown Apple and cranberry juice.
Mm-hmm.
But in the Redskin cup, which Washington football team now.
Redskins.
You got to cover up that name on the bottom, man.
The name and the logo.
Yeah, we're gonna get canceled.
I got to put my hand over it. There you go. It's a Sam Adams cherry wheat. It's actually pretty good. It's like 5%. It tastes like a cherry Coke version of beer. Would you say?
Yep.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah. So it's actually pretty good. I might have to go buy me a 6 and stock up because it's a limited edition.
Sam Adams cherry wheat.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
I tasted it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm drinking Stella tonight and drinking some more gin and juice.
Gin and juice. Man.
For those asking or wondering, Amsterdam gin.
Amsterdam gin.
Man.
Snoop made gin and juice.
He did.
Popular for our demographic.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
There was.
I still don't drink it though.
Well, there was nights that we drunk it.
Yeah.
That's probably the reason Art doesn't drink it now.
I wasn't drinking Amsterdam. We was drinking the smooth taste out the bumpy bottle.
Out of here.
That shit, man.
That's probably why Art doesn't drink it now.
Yeah, that's exactly why I don't drink it now. I'll never go back.
We had some pretty wild nights on that old bumpy face.
It was good times.
Good times.
It was good times.
Good times.
A lot of stories.
Yeah. We'll save those for off camera.
Okay.
We can't put those out to the world.
You might judge us.
Yeah, they might view us differently.
I don't give a shit. So before we get started, anything y'all seen that past couple of weeks? You just want to, something quick, interesting you might want to talk about? No.
No. Good.
Rest in peace to John Lewis.
Yes.
Yes.
Good job, Art.
Good, great congressman, civil rights guy. Actually, one of the 3 congressmen I like, and
one of the 3.
One of the 3. Yeah. The rest of them.
That's saying something.
Yeah, one of the 3. But he was 80.
I think he was 80.
Yeah. So, and he was there with Dr. King, and he did a lot.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Yeah. What?
I'm gonna kill myself for asking.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the other 2? You said it was 3.
Thank you for asking. So it's 2 more. 1 Democrat, 1 Republican. The Democrat is Tulsi Gabbard.
Okay.
I love me some Tulsi. And the Republican is the pirate guy with the eye patch. Dan Crenshaw. Yeah. Yeah. I like him.
Not disrespectful, descriptive.
Both of them are military people. Dan Crenshaw's not one of these crazy conservatives. He's he just believes what he believes, but he's fair and balanced and all that sort of thing. So I like Dan Crenshaw, and of course, I don't know how anybody doesn't like Tulsi. Not because she's hot, but because she stood up to that toad Hillary. But
Yeah, all right, cool.
I digress.
Yeah, we good.
I'm sorry. You asked.
I did.
asked.
I did. Oh, and rest in peace, Regis Philbin.
Oh yeah,
He died
88.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh man, yes.
Yeah, 2020 sucks.
It does. It's been a rough year.
Yeah.
Regis Philbin a lot for was it
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Good Morning America. Was it Good Morning America? No, Live with Regis and Kelly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he with Kelly Ripa, and then got replaced with Michael Strahan, which is weird. But I don't know if anybody will put that face on TV.
Whole nother topic.
But spitting all over the microphone. I'm sorry. These are just my thoughts.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving
on?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I was watching a interview of Chuck D, Public Enemy, and he said, "You own your thoughts, but you're a slave to your words."
Chuck D's pretty interesting dude.
We all agree with that statement?
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. Yeah, so it's one guy who's finding that shit out right now, that he's a slave to his words, and that is Nick Cannon, who a couple weeks ago on his Cannon's Class podcast,
Former podcast.
And ironically, he was on there with a Public Enemy member or ex-member.
Got kicked out.
Yeah, Professor Griff. And he has some interesting things to say about Jewish folks and white people.
Yeah.
While wearing his turban or whatever the hell that thing is on his head.
I have no idea.
Yeah. I think he's trying to find himself, or I don't know.
It's still a little weird.
Yeah. And the thing that, well, everything that got him kicked off mostly, and you see on the headlines, is his anti-Semitic comments. Which he was talking about how the Jews run the banking system, and they're, sort of along the lines of what Deshaun Jackson said.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he mentioned, family names like the Rothschilds, which I agree with that statement of the Rothschilds. Let's put that out there. I agree wholeheartedly with that.
I'm laughing because of the discussion we had over it.
Yeah.
That's a whole...
But you cannot say that the Jews, meaning all of them, is basically what you're saying.
Right.
Are controlling the banking system and ruining the lives of black people. But
true.
Yes.
And as I said off air, historically speaking, that was the only jobs Jews were allowed to get in certain countries and certain things because they were discriminated against and kept out of different things. And the one industry where they could work and provide for their families was the banking industry. It's how some of them moved up to today where they're in control of banks.
Yes. And if you want to say there's certain Jewish people or
right.
This family here or this family there, that's fine.
But it's not all of them.
Anytime you say the Jews,
yeah, that's the issue.
That's just gonna get you fired, and it well should be. Like you shouldn't be painting any.
You can't generalize
any demographic,
right?
All black people ain't poor, and you know what I'm saying, things
right.
like that. All white people ain't evil. All Jews ain't smelling money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So the issue is the word all.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of the main things he said. The other thing he said was, I can't quote him word for word, but he went in on white people saying that they are more savage and more like animals because they lack melanin. And if, I think, yep, you pulling it up? Is that what you're doing? Can I get a little quote?
The people that don't have melanin are a little less.
Gotcha.
And they're saying because you don't have melanin that you are more savage than anybody else, basically, in so many words.
The quote, so therefore the only way that they can act is evil.
They
have to rob, steal, rape, kill in order to survive.
Another thing. Yes, let's be honest.
There are some evil white people.
And history has shown us that this has happened.
Yes.
So the
But
issue
to
is
say-
the word all.
But to say they
Right.
with a broad brush
Yeah.
is absolutely wrong. And it's probably a little racist.
Yeah.
And actually, if you were wondering, could black people be racist, or you're thinking that black people can't be racist,
Yep.
you're wrong.
Yeah.
Anybody can be racist.
Mm-hmm.
And Nick Cannon has proved this. Now, also, if that's what you believe, then if you own your own shit, say what you want. Because
But he didn't know.
he doesn't own it. And Viacom CBS promptly pulled the plug on his I'm not sure of not his podcast, but his 105 Power 106 or whatever he was on.
Whatever that was. And
Wild Out. Yes.
Although he's still the host of the Masked Singer.
Masked
Yeah,
Singer.
still on that.
Which fucking sucks. Don't watch that shit. It's weird.
I think it's great.
Of course you do. No.
I've watched it. It ain't bad.
It's not bad. Oh, it's not all bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Well, he's still on there for the time being.
Yeah.
But
And actually,
Well, it's on Fox. He's not getting removed.
Diddy offered him a job, and I think Oprah offered him to put on her own network.
on network and on I guess Revolt TV.
Something
Diddy.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I think
I did like Wild Now though.
I watch clips of it. I don't watch the whole show.
No.
But I think part of the problem was, yes, he has all these beliefs, but he was also interviewing a guy who was going to co-sign everything he
Right.
said versus somebody who's going to push back, or even if this is what you
Well,
believe, have a Jewish guy on your show.
That's what I was about to
You know what I'm
say.
saying?
Because you got a guy on your show that got kicked out of Public Enemy for being too militant. Think about that.
Yes.
I mean, this is just.
And if you don't know who Professor Griff is, think of Lord Jamar times 3.
Yeah, I just want you to understand he got kicked out of Public Enemy for being too militant.
Yes, he did. Yeah. And
It's hard to get kicked out of Public Enemy. First of all, the group's name is Public Enemy.
Public Enemy. Fear of a Black Planet was one of their greatest
That was
albums.
good.
Yes. But ironically, so Chuck D gets more praise in Europe, a bunch from white Europeans, than he does over here from black people. It's crazy.
Didn't know that, but
he does.
okay.
He actually is in a group with Rage Against the Machine and Be Real from Cypress Hill. Prophets of Rage. These motherfuckers is. If you want some hardcore rock rap against the system, check out Prophets of Rage.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
Because they can play that stuff on the radio.
Yeah, it's not going to be on the radio over here.
No, not at all.
No. Not unless it's satellite radio.
Yeah, which, by the way, satellite radio, if you're out there, well, we wouldn't mind the spot. I'm just throwing that out there.
I think our content is made
Specifically for satellite?
for satellite radio.
Yes. You won't see us on 106.5. Just
Never.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, fuck you, Radio 1.
Too much truth for them.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but this just you can believe whatever you want to believe. Just know the First Amendment protects you from prosecution from whatever you say, but it does not protect your job.
No.
And
Because your job is a private entity.
Yes, and your private entity can do it. If they don't like what you're saying, you can go.
Yeah.
But he should have known that. But maybe he didn't care. But I think he was caught up in the moment. I really think Nick Cannon is learning a bunch of stuff, and he's at that point to where all this information is new to him, so he just wants to blurt it out. I used to be like that. I used to listen to fucking Dead Prez all the time, and that shit had me doing the same thing Nick Cannon did until I checked myself.
Yeah, he's also learning some of the business end of the shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, because you check yourself, or did the world check you?
Both.
Yeah,
both.
Because he found out he's not really the owner of Wildin' Out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's your show, but it ain't your
show. Yeah, he found that out real quick. So, because he don't even own the rights to the name or any of that. They took all that.
Yeah.
Read your contracts, people.
and get you a Jewish lawyer.
Yeah. Shut up, man.
The truth.
Yeah.
Get yourself a Jewish lawyer.
I'd rather have that than to make him some music. Don't nobody want that.
Oh, Nick Cannon making music?
Yeah, don't nobody want that.
I did.
Or battle rapping Eminem. Don't nobody want that either.
No. I did dig Drumline though.
Drumline was
a great
hot.
movie.
Yeah, so pretty
It was a
sweet.
great movie. Great movie.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Yeah. So all the luck to Nick Cannon. Hopefully he'll be all right. I mean, the boy's crazy talented.
And he's paid.
And he's paid. I don't find him all that funny, but apparently he's funny.
I don't think so.
No.
He's talented enough to rebound.
He's rebound. But I would say to Nick to everything you believe, just look a little deeper into it. Do
your research.
Do your research. I think
Just pick
there's a lot of
your spots when you say
well,
it.
there's some validity sometimes. Some is just way off. It's just you gotta be careful. Anybody who writes a book, that shit doesn't mean it's true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With KRS said, if you don't know who the author of you don't know the author, you don't know what you're reading.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So do your research on them.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
And history is written by the winners, so it's not necessarily accurate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I think that's that.
Yeah.
So we'll be back with some more brews. I think I got a assorted. I went to, first of all, the greatest store in the world is called Total Wine. Shout out to Total Wine. And I spent 45 minutes picking out 6 beers, assorted 6-pack.
So you're coming back with another different
Yeah, I've already drank one on camera, one before I got here.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I still got more. So I'm gonna come with something else next segment. But if you haven't been to Total Wine, we'll put your Total Wine on our podcast if you like us to.
Yeah.
But so we'll be back. Peace. Yo. We are back for another segment. Brews and Views. I have switched beers to Firestone Walker Brewing Company out of California. Peso, whatever you're talking about. I don't know where it's from.
Peso Roble?
Robles or something like that. Somewhere in California. To Union Jack IPA. If y'all don't know, I'm an IPA guy, so I like it. It has a, I don't know, it's kind of like I don't know, not citrusy, but I don't know, it's kind of a wheat flavor to it.
Gotcha.
But it's pretty good. And I don't know the ABV on it, but go out and get you some, and you'll find out.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm still with the cherry wheat. I actually really like this.
That's your shit, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna stock up on it. It's a seasonal, I guess, because it's a limited edition for Sam Adams.
Most Sam Adams stuff is seasonal, so
All I'm gonna say is the Corver's probably gonna look at me funny, people in there, when I have like 3 cases of this in the cart.
Only God can judge you. So
That's right.
yeah.
Most of the Sam Adams stuff is good anyway. So,
Yeah.
except for that one we had
The
last week.
porch rocker.
Yeah.
I do not endorse.
Leave that one alone.
Porch
Yeah.
rocking.
Yeah, I'm still drinking Stella.
Okay.
Yeah, my gin.
And you oh god. Well, I guess everybody can agree this has been a rough year so far.
Yeah.
We got the
Putting it mildly.
COVID going on.
Yeah.
People dying. People losing jobs. Economy tanking.
Yeah.
Orange man in the White House.
I personally had some family tragedy.
Yeah.
But in September 12th, 2 guys are going to make it better. And those 2 guys are 54-year-old Mike Tyson and 51-year-old Roy Jones. And they're going to square off.
I thought it was Nate Robinson and Jake.
Shut up.
Jake Paul.
It's going to... for an 8-round match.
Yeah, it's 8 rounds.
8 rounds. They haven't decided they're going to use headgear or not. I guess they're still in talks with that, which I think they should.
Yeah. Yes, they
Just
should.
in my personal opinion. I can still watch boxing if you got headgears on. I mean, that's how the Olympics are fought.
Right.
They
Yeah.
probably shouldn't be in the ring. I'm gonna watch, but they shouldn't be there.
I don't know where it's going to be at. If it has to be here, I will buy it. I don't need any help on the ticket. I will spring for it. We are watching
Yes, we are.
these 2 close to geriatric guys
Yeah.
get in the
Is
ring.
that a Saturday night? Because that might be a live broadcast for
Yeah,
us.
we might be.
We might,
Do our own play-by-play?
Yeah.
I think we should make it a live broadcast.
Yeah,
We'll do that. We'll do that. I think we're going to have
Yeah.
September 12th.
It's a
There might
Saturday.
be we might see what the logistics is on that, but that might be a
Yeah.
Watch it on like a fire stick. It'll be a delay.
Yeah.
So we could, I think we can make that happen.
yeah.
But I personally can't wait. Mike Tyson has said that he doesn't need the money. He just wants to fight. And actually, if you've seen these videos of him training,
Scared me.
I wouldn't fuck with him. And I'm, 12 years younger than him, but I still wouldn't fight.
Nah.
Not that I'm a fighter anyway, but
Look like Champ still
nah,
got it.
man, I wouldn't fuck with him.
No.
And Roy Jones, I don't know what he's been doing, but he's actually, Mike Tyson hasn't fought since 2006. Roy Jones has fought as I think a few years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. So he was still, but I don't think he's ever got hit by Mike Tyson.
No,
And
it's still gonna be Lil Mac against Mike Tyson.
Lil Mac.
Oh, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, great video game.
Yeah, that's one of the
That was actually my first Nintendo game. But
That was your first one?
yeah, so
My first one
Yeah,
was Zelda.
That's one of the first.
Well-
it was in there. It was in that group.
when they bought me the Nintendo, it was Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and
Gotcha.
that was for my birthday in June. And then Christmas, it was Zelda,
Gotcha. Yeah, because
Mario 2.
You got yours before me.
Yeah, well, I actually got it before Christmas because they wrapped it up, and I opened the box, and I took it upstairs, and I plugged it in, and I played it, and I put it back in the box every night for a week.
I could co-sign that because I went over there and played with it.
Every day for a
Act
week.
surprise.
Yeah, act surprise Christmas morning. But, I can't. I mean, Roy Jones Jr., pound for pound, was one of the greatest boxers we've ever seen until Tarver put him to sleep in the ring, and then Tarver got a movie out of it. But
Rocky Balboa.
Rocky Balboa. But Roy Jones was nice, but then I remember this I will never forget. I had never seen Roy Jones get hit like that. And
Right.
he put him to sleep. His arm was sticking up like this. His leg was straight, and he was knocked clean out. And he hadn't been the same since. But once you get knocked out, that's
Man, and that's my thing.
yeah.
If Antonio Tarver
Yeah,
put him to sleep,
yeah.
he has not caught a Mike Tyson uppercut. Yeah.
You know, when Tyson used to hit low back, didn't matter how many times you hit that button, you were not getting up.
Well, If you Trevor Burdick, you should definitely ask Trevor Burdick or Spinks.
Mm-hmm.
But if history is shown, if Roy Jones can last past a few rounds,
Yeah.
Tyson might get a little tired.
Yeah.
And then, because I mean, Buster Douglas did put that man on the mat, and Mike Tyson was crawling around on all fours looking for his mouthpiece.
Yeah, but he had some extenuating circumstances.
Look,
Listen, Roy Jones has got a puncher's chance.
that's a reason, but it's no excuse.
I mean, yeah, true, but
Yeah, there's reason, but it's no excuse, man.
we was talking about what we were talking about earlier. Sunshine,
Yeah.
solar, you know.
Yeah, but
Tyson was.
Shut up, episode 2.
I'm sorry, but Robin Givens doesn't have sunshine in her.
We don't know that.
You don't know that.
We don't know.
You do not know that.
Actually, I did one.
Matter of fact, it caused him to do that. She just might.
Yeah.
But he's not all there.
That's true. And if you mix that,
That ain't gonna help.
It was a bad mix.
bad mix.
Bad
mix.
Yeah. There's also an undercard on this fight, apparently.
Yeah. If you want to call it that.
Okay, so who is it now?
Dave Robinson and Jake Paul
Jake Paul.
Who the fuck is Jake Paul?
He's a YouTuber.
So am I.
Yeah.
So
Who picked up in the ring?
Who is? I mean, what does he do?
I don't know. What's
Is he-
Jake Paul doing on YouTube?
Blow
and shit.
But is like is he known for being like athletic or a boxer or
No,
something?
he boxes like other YouTubers, like KSI
Like you.
and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Set it up.
Okay.
Set it up.
Set it up.
Well, there's gotta be. That's on the undercard, huh?
They can't find nobody else to fight on the undercard of this.
I'll fuck Jake Paul up.
And that's on game.
That's my word, son.
They can't find nobody.
There's. I heard there was some UFC stuff on the undercard too, because I think Dana White is helping put this together, but I can't be sure.
Is it gonna be on Fight Island?
I don't know, but I don't care where it's at. I'm putting my ducats in, and we're gonna watch that shit.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. It's nothing like a Tyson fight. If you grew up in our era, there was nothing like Fight Night with Mike Tyson.
No, it was because you were always pissed off if you paid for it
Yeah.
Well, that's
because
true
it was
too.
over so quick.
That's true too.
But he was the guy of our era.
Yeah.
Because I mean, let's be honest, heavyweight division drove boxing
Well,
for since Jack Dempsey and you know, way back when they was fighting.
That's the only reason I watched it.
Yeah, so-
the heavyweight division.
I mean, you always had your Sugar Rays, your De La Hoyas and things like that, but it wasn't the draw of a heavyweight.
no,
No.
not at all.
And as much as I used to love all these other little guys, it's nothing like a heavyweight fight, man.
No.
You
And
don't have to put qualifiers in front of these heavyweights.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the pound for pound best fighter. No,
Yeah.
you were the heavyweight and you were the champion. You were the best.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, pound for pound. So if you get knocked, I mean, you go up against. If Lennox Lewis went up against Floyd,
yeah, couple of Lennox Lewis.
Floyd was not making out that ring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
He could dance around all it take was one. So
Yeah.
this pound for pound bullshit, I don't.
He couldn't get any punches off. Lennox had to reach. I mean,
reach.
And
That's
that's what
what it
I'm
works.
saying. That's what I'm saying with this fight. Because Roy Jones, as much as I love Roy Jones, I was a huge Roy Jones fan. But if Tyson do that shit where he dip down and come under and hit you with that overhand right, I mean, he gonna be asleep quickly.
Well, that's why it's an exhibition. So this is basically Drago versus Apollo Creed.
Yeah, that was an exhibition too.
That was an exhibition.
This is supposed to be an exhibition. Nigga died in the ring. I hope that's not what that is.
Nah, man.
I don't want to see nobody dying in the
I
ring.
don't see
No,
nobody
we're not
die.
advocating for that.
No,
But that's gonna
no.
scar me for the rest of my life.
But yeah,
Oh yeah,
because I mean, it's Mike Tyson.
it'll be great.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he old.
I mean, Roy Jones, he even when he was in his prime, he wasn't a heavyweight.
No.
It was. Oh gosh.
I mean, even Will Smith made a song about Mike Tyson.
Yeah. I think I could
beat Mike Tyson.
but he didn't.
No.
And he couldn't.
He couldn't.
No.
You know,
He couldn't beat August Alsina.
Entanglements. That's a different topic. This is a different topic. Stop it.
I really want to
shouldn't
segue.
have said
No, I kind of want to segue to that. The
No.
fucking entanglement. You dirty bitch.
Swing it back.
Oh,
Swing it back.
okay. We'll bring it back. Oh, man. Can I just say, seeing that man's face on that joint, man, I felt so bad. I felt so bad. But he brought it on himself. That whole family brought that shit on themselves, so I ain't even.
I'm not even gonna touch that.
Red Table Talk. Don't
So-
watch it.
Well, we're not trying to disrespect you.
No,
No.
not at all.
You reap what you sow.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
So
But
back to
Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Back to that.
Yeah.
So do we all agree that Mike Tyson is going to win, or do y'all think Roy Jones?
I have
will
no
win?
clue. What if Roy? Whose win is better? Because if Roy Jones makes it to round 7, history has shown that Mike Tyson is not going to be well at then.
I give you that.
All I know is
But this is-
when I played Mike Tyson Punch Out. Even if I made it to the 3rd round, if I got hit by a punch, it was over.
Look, you cannot compare life to an 8-bit video game.
I get the analogy here. No, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I get the analogy.
Feel me, right?
I get the analogy.
So if it goes 8 rounds, Roy still has to avoid getting hit.
He got to avoid them Tyson uppercuts.
He do.
Because them jumps, man. That jump he hit Spinks with.
It's off of the hook. The hook is
Yeah.
deadly too.
That jump.
So I mean, I'll be putting my
And I love Roy Jones Jr., but
I'll be putting my money on Tyson.
yeah, me too. And I'm gonna say this: I wouldn't fight Mike Tyson. I don't care if he's 54.
I'm just glad to see Roy fighting and not commentating, because that motherfucker can't talk or save his life. He's one of the worst commentators ever.
Neither can Mike, for real. I love Mike.
But he's funny.
You see, he's funny. He is funny.
Roy's not funny.
Jamie Foxx doing
Mike Tyson, I'm not dissing you.
I can't.
Let me be clear.
Yeah, we not dissing you, Mike.
We're not dissing you, Mike.
No,
No.
I love you.
Yeah. I'm not
And
dissing.
you on Hangover is hilarious.
He's the champ still got it.
James still got it. That's my man.
That's right.
I'm telling you.
Look, it's the first Nintendo game I bought. Yeah.
Man, that dude, I'm just saying. I think he gonna beat Roy Jones, but
I hope they do use the headgear.
yeah,
I don't want to see nothing crazy.
Me either. I ain't trying to see the Apollo Creed like we was talking
No,
about.
I ain't trying to watch
see
that shit, man. But we gonna.
If he does, he does.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
No.
Maybe they should use the old school Nintendo Power Glove. Shout out to those that are at least 40 years old.
Cause I had one.
That shit was sweet. Y'all don't know.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know.
But anyway,
Yeah. But yeah, so it was September
September 12th.
12, yeah.
September 12th, whatever you're doing, if you have to, go in with your friends. Everybody needs to watch,
Yeah.
because you're not going to see this again.
Yeah,
No.
go to a fight party.
Yeah.
You know?
Although, for some strange reason, I feel that after this, Mike is going to keep fighting.
Oh, he is. And in the current state of the heavyweight division, he'll probably be the champion again.
It's only Deontay Wilder and who
Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury.
Yeah. And either one of them get caught with a Mike Tyson. It's over.
But they
Well, if Tyson gets back in it, you know, Holyfield will come back. Rick Bell come back.
That would be crazy.
Come back. I mean,
That would be crazy.
well, I mean, what's stopping him?
Well, I think Holyfield.
Hell, what's stopping Foreman from coming back again?
He was already 40 when he came back. He was 100. No.
Yeah, he's 100. That's what's stopping him.
I think Holyfield's son is fighting now.
Probably.
Yeah.
Just keep Tyson out of AEW, please. Thank you.
Oh, wrestling?
Yeah. Keep
Yes, a
him off-
wrestling reference.
Yeah.
Didn't even know.
Well,
But, yeah.
we'll be back for another segment in a little bit. You remember the WAP?
Please don't.
The Cabbage Patch? You remember that shit?
Yeah, I do.
That beat's tough. The beat makes me want to WAP.
It's made by yours truly.
Yeah,
Good job, Jason.
thank you for that. It's a
Slow
little,
down beats.
a little bit of the boom bap
Yeah,
that we all like.
yeah.
That we grew up on.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Which one of your sons was listening to the Mobb Deep?
That was him. He
Yeah.
pulled it up in the car.
Yes.
He pulled up Quiet Storm in the car.
Very nice.
Good job.
Very
man.
nice.
Good job.
Yeah. No,
Good job, you.
all we need is a little boot camp clip, little Wu-Tang, and we got the cipher complete.
Yeah,
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
But back Brews and Views. I switched my beer to Left Hand Brewing Company Milk Stout from Colorado.
Milk stout.
Milk Stout.
Left hand.
Left Hand is the brewing company. Left Hand Brewing Company. Milk Stout.
Does it taste like milk?
No.
Oh.
But it's. I would say it's like a light stout.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Milk is the last
Light
thing I
in
want
flavor.
when I'm drinking beer.
It's.
Yeah.
Leave the milk out of it.
Just saying.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. I'm not putting Lucky Charms in it. That's just a.
Are you not being real?
Are you dipping your cookies in it?
I hate both of you. Yeah.
Well, oh, what a night of drinking does to you.
Yeah,
Pretty
for
good.
real.
Yeah. So it's a good night. So this is July 25th.
26. Well, it was 25th before midnight.
So 26.
Yeah, it's the 26th actually right now.
So I believe roughly sometime in March, sports were shutting down.
Yeah.
I think Rudy Gobert got the COVID
You did?
in the middle of a game,
Yeah.
which sucked because I had my FanDuel lineup going, and I was winning, and then they cut that game off or they stopped that game, so they didn't finish it up. So I was gonna win some money that night, and the COVID messed it up. Rudy Gobert and his licking lockers and touching shit and whatever. It's like,
Call your Jewish lawyer and you might have a lawyer.
yes, but so since about March, sports and everything shut down, but sports too, and
Oh.
No, it's that guy with
Leave-
basketball.
pay the fuck attention.
My bad.
Jesus Christ.
My bad. I was watching Candace.
Yeah, shut up. All right, so sports has just come back.
Right.
Actually, soccer. Well, no, as far as team sports,
Baseball's back.
well, soccer came back first in Europe.
Yes.
They're pumping crowd noise into it, which is pretty. I'm a soccer fan. I know y'all don't watch, but
Let the record show Art was just watching WNBA highlights.
not by choice. But NASCAR, golf, soccer, baseball just came back Thursday night.
Yeah.
So
We've
we're
had NASCAR.
NASCAR. Yeah, we're getting back into the swing of things. People miss sports. but it's interesting to see how it's going. Like watching this baseball game, and not all the stadiums, but like the Dodgers and somebody else, they had cardboard cutouts of fans sitting behind home plate, which is weird. But you can pay to get your cardboard cutout to sit back there.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it's like $200.
I like to get my cardboard cut out of the game.
You do? Yeah. So I am personally glad to see sports coming back, even though there's no crowd. It's still enjoyable to watch.
Is it?
Because I've enjoyed.
Some of them I'm just not feeling with no crowd.
Like watching these basketball games.
That's the thing I was getting to. I can watch. Well, I'm a soccer fan.
Right.
So watching the English Premier League, the crowd is not a factor in soccer.
There's certain sports like NASCAR as well.
Yes, it's not crowd is definitely not a factor in NASCAR. It's not a factor in golf, except when some jackass is yelling, "Get in the hole!" when somebody tees off. But put your hand down. I see you over there. But baseball, watching baseball Thursday was a little weird. It was baseball is pumping in MLB's show, the PlayStation baseball game.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, so the Dodgers did one thing different. When somebody had a hit, they like played a certain crowd noise to make it go up.
Right.
But another game I was watching, it was just like bland crowd noise. It doesn't matter what was happening. So that's a little weird. I don't particularly like that.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
I don't like that. So it's interesting to see how football is going to do it, because football, like basketball, plays a big part
with the crowd. Yeah, it's hard.
I'm curious to see how that's going to be.
Crowd reaction is a big part.
I mean, somebody was talking about it before, where you have these guys who in basketball who are maybe not the greatest basketball players out there, but when the crowd gets hyped,
that's right.
Even the lower level basketball players get hyped. Mm-hmm. But you put them on a line when it's quiet, and you know what I'm saying? It's different, and it's going to be interesting because we're watching highlights of basketball, and there's not one person in the crowd except for the team members and the team staff, and there's no noise, there's no hype. This is when somebody hits a three. It's
like watching NBA Summer League.
All you hear is sneakers squeaking.
So, yes, and it's terrible.
That's it. So it should probably just be on HBO, and they should play the uncensored version.
They need to figure out something, because as much as I love basketball, I don't think I can watch it without crowd interaction.
That's true.
And it's also going to be tough for football, especially college football, which
may or may not happen.
Yeah, it may or may not happen. But NFL is going to happen.
Yeah.
At least it's going to start. We don't know if it's going to finish,
but it's going to happen.
NFL is going to start.
They're not going to get that full, however many billion they get, but they will get something.
NFL will get their money, or get some money.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to see how it's going to be.
I don't know. They got to play some music or something in the stadium. I mean, we were just talking about the Washington Football Club.
The Redskins.
Yeah. But when they score, usually the band plays.
That's right.
It is held to the football club.
Teams with a band.
All right. So what happens if they score and there's no band or no crowd? Is there, are they going to pump in the fight song, or?
I don't know. Who?
I guess you have to bring back team celebrations.
You gonna have to, because you ain't celebrating for nobody in the crowd. Like who?
Yeah.
You can't point to the crowd. Nobody out there.
So you remember that?
You can't get a ball to a little kid in the front row.
So you remember that movie, The Replacements, when they all got to dancing and shit?
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
That means something.
I mean, it's crazy.
I'm a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
To see, because even though the game itself is what I like, but
There's nothing like
it's, oh my God.
a crowd in a football game and it's a big play, a big hit, or a touchdown.
Big play. Crunch time. You know, your team they make a play to win like a playoff game or what have you in prime time. It's nothing like that.
It's been a long time since I've seen that.
I mean, flow with me. Flow with me.
Oh, sorry.
But I mean, you know, your team. That's a big moment. The crowd is a big part of that.
I mean, let's just say we get into November and they still not allowing crowds and all that type of stuff.
Which they won't be.
How am I going to watch football on Thanksgiving with no crowd?
I think there has to be a concerted effort to.
It's going to be your excuse to get away from whatever it is you're doing.
No, but
That's true, but
Nothing but that. Like that's it.
I think with the technology that we have, there has to be somebody there, especially for the home team. When the home team does something, it has to be a certain sound that you know, like a button you push to get that sound.
But that's the thing. I mean, what you're saying, there's no home field or home court advantage if there's no crowd.
Well,
You can't have that.
you can't.
well, maybe they'll have home team DJs. There'll be somebody up there in a DJ booth pumping in crowd noise and different stuff for the home team.
Well, for us that are Redskins fans, Wale won't be on TV.
But yeah,
I mean, they won't put him on.
but you know, pumping in noise is actually for the benefit of the people
It's for
watching.
the crowd, right?
Yeah.
Right.
The players reacting like you play off the crowd. It's also like
Players choose the soundtrack.
you choose the soundtrack. You get hype off the crowd. I mean, you get hype because you look fresh in your uniform.
Yeah.
You get hype because people are yelling for you. So the game might suffer a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't think so.
Yeah. And then you
Yeah,
got
people still will be watching it.
no. People gonna be watching. But what I'm saying is the play from the players, for those players because there's some players who need the crowd to perform.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So the game might suffer a little bit.
I think a little bit, but I don't think enough to be significant.
and then
Because they go play. I mean, the Players Association and the league, they've agreed to everything. So they're going to play, and whatever money comes in. Like, they all understand it's not going to be what they would have gotten.
Yeah.
but then what do you do with in the NFL? What do you do with players that opt out? Because there already been the dude from the Chiefs who said he ain't playing.
Right.
Well, next man up.
But I don't feel if someone decides that they don't want to participate for whatever reason, family, health, whatever, they shouldn't be penalized.
No.
Not at all.
I don't feel they should be. But to what you said, it's still next man up.
Next man up.
If you're not coming, okay, the next man gets an opportunity.
But also, NFL money is not guaranteed.
That's the thing.
This is a little different than NBA or WNBA. Is the Deladon thing still going on?
I don't know. I don't know if they resolved that.
Yeah, I haven't.
And if you don't know, Deladon is one of the best WNBA basketball players.
She was the MVP.
She's fucking dope. Won a championship with the Mystics while with is it 3 bulging discs?
Something like that.
Yeah, last year, 3 bulging discs in her back. She still played, won a championship. And
She's nice though.
She's nice, and she's worried about because she has Lyme disease.
I've just admitted a WNBA player was nice.
I know. I didn't say. Come on, man. I didn't say there was no nice ones. Go ahead. I just said I don't watch. But Deladon is nice. But because she has Lyme disease, she's worried about the COVID.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
rightfully so.
And you should, rightfully so. And her doctors are telling her, rightfully so, you should be worried.
Right.
But for some reason, the WNBA doctors are saying, no, you're fine and you should play. But it's more so because
That money.
And
marketing.
As far as WNBA and NBA have this in common is it's player driven.
Yes.
Absolutely.
NFL is team driven, is logo driven.
Yep.
So to speak. But the NBA and the WNBA is player driven, and so if you don't have your best top 2-3 best player out there, you're going to lose money in their eyes. And also, your contract's guaranteed, so they also don't want to pay you for not playing.
Right.
So I don't know if it's still going on. I hope.
Well, I know she's not playing. I don't know if they ever reserved it.
Well,
she just basically said she's not going to play.
But she's still.
Well, I think the team said that if she wasn't there, they were still going to pay her.
Well, they need to.
Yeah, they should.
Which is the right thing to do.
Yes, it is. But it's the main thing is they just want out there to be a face, because in a league that struggles for attention. Yes. You need your. I mean, and Deladon is.
And you got to have your best player.
She's nice.
I get that.
She is.
From a league standpoint,
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
I get. That's one of the things where I get both sides.
I do.
But if a player is, regardless of what side you want, if they have health reasons,
Look.
to why they can or can't do something, then
Look,
you
Lyme
can't
disease
fault
is
them for
rough.
that.
Lyme disease is rough.
Yeah, you can't fault them for that.
Says she takes 64 pills a day.
64 pills a day.
Damn.
I hate to take one pill every 8 months. You know what I'm saying?
I have to take 3 pills a day, but 64?
No.
You taking a meal of pills, basically.
No.
You just get you a bowl.
Really? Yeah.
You just get you a bowl, put some water on that shit, and you just eat.
You ain't eating shit. You just drinking water all day. Like, yo, get this pill, this. I mean, and I'm not saying that to be funny, but
Right.
But the fact that she's taking 64 pills a day should let the NBA know that, look, she's got a problem. A person with no health issues is, you know what I'm saying?
Not going to take
That
64
might-
pills.
Yeah.
that might speak to a bigger issue as to why the hell are you taking 64 pills a day.
Well, I don't know nothing about Lyme disease, and it's also Lyme disease on top of running up and down a basketball court every day.
And I think she has some other
No, I'm not saying.
underlying. No, I know what you're
The
saying.
reason I say it's a bigger issue because. Never mind.
Well, also, now, this is a whole other topic, but I just
For,
want to say.
for those companies that are manufacturing her pills, you're not going to be happy with this.
Well, see, so you have an ailment. You take this pill for this ailment, but this pill gives you side effects. So now you have to take another pill to combat that side effect.
Right.
And then you got to take another pill to combat the side effects that fucking pill is in. So fuck the FDA and the pharmaceutical companies. You can suck my dick.
Damn.
Sorry. I'm drunk.
The money is not in the cure. The money is in the treatment of it.
Cure is
That's
the
right.
treatment. If you cure it, how am I going to get money?
There it is.
Yeah. So,
And when you live somewhere that worships money,
yes.
Yeah.
America.
which we do,
America.
America.
America. But yeah,
with 3 Ks.
pharmaceutical companies, man. And that's why she's taking 64 pills a day.
Yes.
It's the only reason.
64.
It's the only reason. So,
I couldn't imagine taking 64 pills, but that's just a whole other.
yeah.
We'll get into that another day.
Yeah.
I hate taking 3.
So, me too.
But so when's the NBA start fully?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
They're playing they're scrimmaging now.
You looking that up? Okay.
I know it's 8 games. Everybody's playing 8 games.
Yeah, 8 games, yeah.
And then you got just a regular
Then
playoffs.
the tournament.
Then yeah.
Baseball for some reason.
July 30th.
Yep.
So that's next weekend.
Okay.
That sure is.
Well, baseball for some reason they're playing their 60 games and they're letting 16 teams in the playoffs.
So it's just a sprint for them.
Yeah. I don't know. Like we said, we was talking off camera. For me, it's a little late in the year to be watching baseball. I mean, not baseball, basketball.
Basketball. I don't really care. I mean,
I'm out on it. I mean, like, I have my team, but if my team were to win, I'm not gonna run around bragging. Like, yeah, we won it. Nah, I'm done.
So you ain't gonna count that as one of LeBron's championships.
It'll
no, I'm
count.
still counting.
It'll count, but it's gonna have an asterisk.
I'll give LeBron his due on that, but it's
I'll
not
give
an
it to him,
asterisk.
but it's still gonna be an asterisk.
And it's more so I'm giving an asterisk because apparently LeBron's been coloring his gray beard this whole time. Because now this motherfucker is showing grays in his beard. Where was that shit the whole time?
He wants some more sympathy.
Look, if you're gonna color it, keep coloring it. don't come out here after 3 months off and just show me this Catino Mobley thing you got going on.
At a certain point, you don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe he's at that point.
Yeah. He's stuck in a bubble all day.
Yeah, you don't care.
Well, hopefully he gets his championship because he's not going to have
like
that.
you said, he's in a bubble.
Yeah.
So maybe he doesn't have his barber, his coloring, his stylist or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's a bubble. But the thing about this bubble is a lot of people are leaving the bubble. And
they're having
family emergencies.
Yes. Everybody.
At Magic City. Evidently.
Yeah.
But, you know, to be honest, I couldn't personally understand being in one spot for how long? It's going to be
3-4 months.
3-4 months, one spot.
Yeah, can't leave it.
No.
No, they're going to leave.
Yes.
As Lou Williams did.
And then they're going to be quarantined when they come back.
Yeah. Sweet Lou.
I personally probably wouldn't even go. I mean, my NBA money is guaranteed, so what the fuck I need to go for?
Yeah, and I ain't putting myself at risk.
No.
At my job. If I was getting paid and I could leave if I wanted to go do something. And then when I came back, they were going to still pay me, but I had to take 2 weeks off.
That's what I mean.
I'd do it.
Yeah, but you don't have guaranteed NBA money.
I do not. I don't. I mean, but if I did,
yeah, then you would take time off. You'd be like,
my
forget it.
decision-making process would be a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had guaranteed, $40 million, no matter what.
But it's a lot of family emergencies that seem to be happening.
Hey.
It's because and
I'm not disputing any of that. It's just saying it's a lot of them that seem.
Well, you can label anything as a family emergency, but for the average NBA player, you're on the road for a week or two at the most, and then you go back home. And now you can't go back home, so you can't handle business like you're supposed to. And a family emergency could just be your son acting like a knucklehead.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. That's true.
You know?
That's true.
So, and son need daddy home to discipline his ass.
So just throwing it out there. Your son could get you PTO.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boy or daughter.
Yes. PTO
You know.
with quarantine after.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So you leave, you got to quarantine for 2 weeks when you get back. So however long you stay out is on top of 2 weeks.
Yes.
That is true.
And I don't know all the players offhand who have left, but some of them might not even really care. Like, I mean, you got 22 teams there. All of them are not going to win the championship. Actually, only 3 of them possibly have a chance.
And with an asterisk, how many of them give a fuck?
They don't. LeBron gives a fuck.
Well, he gives a fuck because of his age,
Yes.
how much time.
And his
legacy.
that motherfucker care about his legacy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You gotta take care of his legacy.
That's right.
LeBron cares. A lot of other cats, they just want to ball because they like balling.
Right.
And some people just want a paycheck. But
It's a lot of them.
yeah.
And I'm not knocking them.
Yeah, I was about to say, get your professional athlete money for as long as you can.
That's right.
Well, especially
If
since-
you can get it, get it.
Especially since
Hey,
I didn't buy my house outright.
Right.
And I need these checks to come in because I should have bought, instead of buying the $1 million house, I should have bought a $500,000 house.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
So all these cars and all this jewelry,
Yeah.
And then
and then
my staff,
and then making all these kids.
Dwight Howard.
I'm not naming names.
Dwight Howard. They got a lot of kids. But yeah, so
I mean,
sports is back, but it ain't. It's not gonna give us the feeling that we get from sports generally.
it's back, but it ain't normal back.
It ain't
I
normal.
would say sports are being played, but they're not really back.
Right. Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's kind of like I don't know. I was trying to find something extremely funny, but I don't have it.
Sometimes it's like that.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, we weren't showing up at Redskins games before this.
Yeah. So they might not notice a difference.
They won't. And they'll be fine.
Ain't gonna be no
They're
difference.
used to it.
Ain't gonna be no difference. Oh, another thing. Alex Smith. What I'm talking about? I want to talk about Washington football team. But Alex Smith. Shout out to Alex Smith, who still wants to play.
Yeah,
after getting
he's been
the green
cleared.
light, because
All the respect in the world, Alex.
Yeah.
he broke his tibia and his fibia,
Man, I don't know
and
if you
he
saw
almost
that.
died, and he almost got his leg cut off.
That's what I was about to say. If you
Like
saw that ESPN, what it was, a 30 for 30 on Alex Smith, and they showed the surgery and
It was
stuff.
amazing that he survived. It's amazing that he kept his leg. It's amazing that he can walk. And now it's fucking amazing. He's been cleared.
He's been cleared for all activities.
For all activities.
Yeah.
So he was cleared.
Yes.
If I was cleared, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to
play. Yeah.
Was he 30?
He's probably 37.
37?
Somewhere in there.
I've done all I can do.
But he didn't go through all of that to get to this point just to stop.
Maybe so,
wanted
but
to play.
I just don't have the nerve to. Oh, the gunshot.
He didn't come this far just to get cleared. He actually wants to get back on the field.
He does, but
He's 36.
oh man,
And respect to him.
I just couldn't imagine breaking my leg, 2 parts of my leg, almost dying, almost getting it cut off,
Mercer.
all that
The
stuff,
whole nine, yeah.
to go out there and stand in a pocket and throw a pass. Ain't no way. So shout out to Alex Smith for having bigger balls than I ever.
He ain't lying.
I mean, yeah.
Not having. And I hope it works out for him, because
Me too.
I mean, to go through that, because he was on it. I mean, was it Redskins at that time was 8-3 or
Something like that.
8-3, yeah.
63,
6-3 with a 2-game lead in the division.
6-3. So he was proving people wrong. He was doing things. He was making the Skins look relevant. Alex Smith was doing his thing after all that shit he went through, being drafted and not performing because was in a shitty fucking team. That wasn't it wasn't his problem.
Once he had some quarterback coaches with
Yes.
him, Harbaugh and Reed.
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid,
I mean, he was all right.
he was doing his
good.
thing. And 6-3, and then
And even Jake Gruden. But he was doing his thing though.
but man,
Yeah, that's
Tough.
maybe changing the side note. Maybe changing the name will get rid of some of the curse shit that happened to
No.
watch the
it
football.
will not. Changing the owner and changing the city will do it.
No, changing the owner and bringing the stadium back to DC.
No. Washington is a dead, dirty
No,
place.
no, can't give you that.
Yes.
Nationals just won the World Series. They're the champs.
That's true.
The
Capitals just won.
The Capitals won. So no, it's not.
But the sports that matter, basketball and football, what have they done?
That's true. I mean, the Wizards suck.
There's work to do.
I mean, the
Let's be real. Let's be real.
the Wizards did make the bubble, so you know.
The Wizards barely made the bubble.
But they made it. They got a shot.
That's
They
important.
made it because they added 6 teams to it.
They got a shot.
And without Bradley Beal playing, they should have just went home.
Oh, he's not playing?
Because they wasn't in the
Oh.
playoffs.
So John Wall's hurt and Bradley Beal ain't playing.
So all I got is that black Asian dude. What's his name?
Achimura, yeah.
Look, you can't win a championship with Blasians.
Oh my God!
Oh, shit.
Oh wow! What? Time to, I think that's a wrap on this one. It's a good spot to end it.
I've enjoyed this.
Yeah, it's a good spot to end it.
You can't. You can't.
Boy.
You made me one Blasian champion.
So we're gonna get on up out of here.
Maybe they win championships in Asia.
I don't know.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna get out of here.
We are? Okay.
Are
We're
we?
done?
Yeah, we're gonna get. We can't keep going. We're gonna get out of here on that one.
Let's keep this going.
Let's keep this going. We'll come back for another segment, or we'll figure out something else we want to talk about. No?
I think we're done.
We think we're done?
We're done.
Yeah, I think we're done.
I don't see anything wrong with what I said.
And yeah, that's why we're done.
Well, no.
It's only gonna get worse.
Explain it to me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk it out.
That's no need. We did that in segment 1 with Nick Cannon.
That's what I mean. You know,
Yeah.
it's the third segment. Nobody listening anyway.
Yeah.
They don't get that far into the show.
And we're clearly drunk.
Mm-hmm. So, but
Shout
yeah.
out to anyone that is still listening.
Yeah.
No. All right.
All
I
right.
guess I
Well,
crossed the line.
yeah.
The line I cannot see.
Yeah. But that's cool.
You need to do more research on ablations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to A. Marie.
Hold on for
Just want to find blazing.
And once again, we have went off the rails.
Yeah.
No, you're showing love. It's not going off the rails.
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I guess this has been Brews and Views for this week.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, okay.
So,
I don't know. We might be back for another segment. Just stay tuned.
we'll see how it goes.
All right.
All right. Peace.
No, I'm going to bed.